The galaxy was quiet. Too quiet. Stars blinked in the darkness. Planets turned slowly, and entire systems seemed to hold their breath. For the aliens who watched on their observation posts, it was proof of what they had long believed. Humans were gone. Extinct. A civilization wiped out by its own wars, its own mistakes. Commander Zell of the alien fleet leaned over the holographic map, his long fingers tracing the routes of human colonies. No signals. No activity. Nothing, he muttered. Around him, other officers nodded, their antennae twitching with relief. We can finally claim this sector, said one. The humans are dead. Their arrogance will cost them nothing now. But they were wrong. Far beyond the edge of the alien patrol routes, hidden in deep space, human ships waited. Silent. Invisible. Small scouts drifted like shadows near asteroids, while massive warships rested in warp-ready formations, engines dormant. The humans had not just survived, they had waited, they had learned, they had grown stronger. Inside the command deck of the largest human vessel, Admiral Kale stood in front of a wide viewport, staring at the alien fleets in the distance. His eyes were calm, almost cold. They think we are gone, he said to his second-in-command. They think they have time. They are wrong. The human crew moved quietly, efficiently. Lights blinked, systems hummed, and holographic screens displayed alien fleet positions. No one spoke louder than necessary. Every movement, every decision was calculated. Years of planning, years of hiding had led to this moment. Meanwhile, a small alien scout ship drifted near a remote star. Its sensors detected a faint blip, too weak to identify clearly. Commander, the pilot reported, there's a tiny signal, possibly human, but very faint. Zell frowned, his antennae stiffening. Impossible. Humans are extinct. You're seeing ghosts. But inside, a flicker of doubt appeared. Something he had never felt before. Fear. The alien officers gathered around the sensor screen. The blip was too small to be threatening. It was almost laughable, like an insect crawling near a giant predator. But still, it was there. The aliens discussed, argued, and debated. One scientist suggested it could be a rogue human probe. Another claimed it was a malfunction in their sensors. The debate lasted hours, but the fear remained. Back on the human flagship, Admiral Kale watched the aliens from afar. They see the probe, he said quietly. They are curious, confused, perfect. He turned to his officer. Prepare the fleet. Soon, very soon, we will remind them that humans are not extinct. We will shock them, not with rage, but with precision. In the empty expanse of space, tension grew. For the aliens, this silence was unnatural. It was unsettling. Every commander, every pilot, every soldier felt it, though none could name it. The universe had a rhythm, a pattern, and suddenly that pattern had broken. Something was coming. Something alive, smart, and patient. Hours passed. The alien fleet maintained its patrols, scanning every star, every asteroid, every empty corridor of space. Yet they found nothing. And as they searched, hidden eyes, human eyes, watched them, recorded them, waited. On the bridge of the human ship, a young officer asked, Admiral, when will we strike? Kale's eyes were distant, focused on the alien fleet. Not yet, he said. We strike only when the time is perfect. Our patience is our weapon. A sudden alert blinked on the human screen. One of the small probes had drifted closer to an alien station, its sensors barely detectable. Kale smiled faintly. They notice it, he said, and they do not understand what it means. Fear is spreading, even if they do not see it yet. In the alien fleet, panic began to grow, though subtly. Commander Zell could feel it in his officers' movements, in their whispered discussions. Something is wrong, he thought. Too quiet, too calm. And then he saw it, a small blip moving in ways no alien technology should move. Impossible, he whispered. It cannot be. But deep inside, he felt the truth forming like ice in his veins. Humans are coming back. And in the endless dark between stars, humans waited, silent, hidden, patient. The galaxy was about to remember them. The first shock was coming. The galaxy remained tense. Alien fleets patrolled star systems, their long-range sensors scanning for any sign of the humans they believed extinct. Commander Zell paced his bridge, his thoughts tangled with doubt. Every ship in his fleet seemed restless, as if the very stars themselves whispered warnings he could not yet understand. Then it happened. A single scout ship vanished. Not a trace. No explosion, no debris, nothing. Just gone. The alarm echoed to the alien fleet. Officers ran to consoles, checking coordinates, rerunning scans. What happened to Scout 7? Zell demanded. His voice was sharp, controlled, but inside, a storm of fear brewed. Sir, there's something unusual in the nearby sector, a young officer reported. Warp signatures, small, multiple, but highly coordinated. They don't match any alien patterns we know. Zell's antennae twitched. Impossible. Humans cannot exist. Yet there it was. Small bursts of warp energy, like tiny sparks in the blackness, moving with purpose, precision, and intelligence. The aliens could not predict their path. Every calculation they made failed. Far beyond the alien fleet, the human ships drifted just outside detection range. Each vessel was cloaked in shadows, engines humming silently, sensors observing every alien movement. Humans did not attack immediately. No, they were hunters, watching, learning, waiting for the perfect moment. On the flagship, Admiral Kale's voice cut through the bridge. Report, he said. One scout is missing, Admiral. The aliens are beginning to notice our probes, replied the officer. Kale nodded. Good. Let them panic. Let them think it is nothing. Small fears grow faster than large ones. The alien fleet's communication channels buzz with confusion. It must be a malfunction, one officer said. Or a rogue probe. Nothing more. Another officer whispered to a colleague. Or maybe humans still exist. The words were barely audible, but fear instantly followed them. Suddenly, one of the small human groups jumped from warp near an asteroid belt. Its outline shimmered faintly as it came into view for just a few moments, enough for alien sensors to catch a glimpse. Alien crews froze. The humans were alive, real, and far stronger than any scout ship should be. Identify that vessel, Zell ordered, but the fleet's sensors struggled to lock on. The human ships moved too fast, too cleverly, and vanished before any proper reading could be taken. Impossible, muttered Zell. They are ghosts. Inside the human command room, officers watched alien reactions with satisfaction. The aliens panicked, but they did not know why. The humans stayed calm, controlled. Kale's eyes glinted. They will learn the truth soon enough, he said. The alien commander ordered a wide search, spreading fleets across nearby systems. Yet no matter how many patrols they sent, humans avoided detection with ease. One small probe darted in and out of sensor range, gathering data. Alien scientists and officers debated and argued, growing more desperate by the hour. Sir, they're coordinating, almost like a hive, an officer reported. The humans are watching us. Zell's heart, or whatever passed for a heart in his chest, skipped a beat. Humans should be extinct, he whispered to himself. We were told they were gone. In the dark reaches of space, human ships moved silently. They were small at first, careful, invisible. But slowly, larger ships began to emerge from warp behind the alien patrols. One by one, the humans revealed their presence, not with weapons first, but with strategy, observation, control, knowledge. The aliens were the first to blink, but humans were already several moves ahead. The first direct contact would come soon. A lone alien patrol cruiser had wandered too close to a hidden human group. Its sensors picked up a massive vessel, one much larger than anything the aliens had expected. Panic spread among the crew. They tried to warp out, but human ships already blocked the exit, like predators circling their prey. On the human bridge, Admiral Kale smiled faintly. This is the moment, he said. Let them see us. Let them feel fear. But not yet. The true surprise will come later. Patience. And so, the humans revealed themselves piece by piece. Not a full fleet yet, just glimpses, shadows, signals, hints of something the aliens could not comprehend. A mystery, a warning. The aliens scrambled, tried to coordinate, tried to attack, but each attempt failed. The humans were gone before any strike could land. Commander Zell felt a cold dread settling into his mind. His officers whispered frantic orders, but their movements were slow, uncoordinated. Humans were here, alive, and far smarter than they had ever imagined. And somewhere in the darkness, hidden in shadow, the main human fleet awaited, not for battle, not yet, for the perfect moment. The galaxy would soon remember humans, not as a defeated race, not as a memory, but as hunters, survivors, masters of war and strategy. The first glimpse had shocked the aliens, and this was only the beginning. The alien fleet was in chaos. Sensors flickered, alarms blared, and officers shouted orders that collided with each other like waves against rocks. Commander Zell's mind raced. Every prediction they had made about the humans was wrong. Every calculation, every assumption, they had all failed. "Sir," a young officer said nervously, "we're receiving a signal from somewhere in deep space. It's human." Zell froze. His antennae twitched uncontrollably. "Impossible," he whispered. "Humans are extinct." The signal came again, stronger this time. It was not a threat. Not yet. It was a message, but not in words the aliens could fully understand. Complex patterns, rhythms, and pulses ran through their sensors. It was intelligence, not noise. It was presence, not weakness. "Open a channel," Zell demanded, but no response came. The signal refused to be contained, refusing to be fully understood. The humans were speaking on their terms, not the aliens. Far away, hidden in shadow, Admiral Kale watched the alien reactions through his fleet sensors. "Good," he said softly. "They are scared, confused. Perfect." On the alien bridge, officers argued. "It could be a trap," one shouted. "A decoy, an illusion," another whispered. "But what if it's real? What if humans survived?" The words trembled with fear and disbelief. The signal pulsed again, this time with more clarity. Alien scientists rushed to decode it, but the deeper they went, the more impossible it seemed. The humans were advanced, far beyond the alien calculations. Their technology, their strategy, even their communication. They were leagues ahead of the species that thought they were superior. Within the human fleet, small teams monitored the alien panic. Each signal was calculated to provoke curiosity, uncertainty, and fear. Nothing was random. Every pulse, every pattern, every flicker was designed to send a message. We are here. We are watching. We are not extinct. Prepare for the next phase. Kale instructed. They must see our power soon, but not fully. Let them tremble with the thought of our return. We control the narrative. The aliens struggled to respond. Their fleets moved cautiously, sending scouts, opening fire, then retracting when nothing hit. The humans were always a step ahead, hiding in the vast darkness, studying every movement, calculating every weakness. Zell's mind raced. "We underestimated them," he admitted, finally aloud. We thought they were gone. We thought this sector was ours. We miscalculated." The human fleet remained invisible for now, but the signal, cryptic, powerful, unrelenting, was enough. It was a statement. Humans were alive. Humans were strong. Humans were patient. And in the endless silence of space, the aliens realized something chilling. They had not seen the worst yet. This was only the first signal. The warning. The true shock was yet to come. "Prepare all units." Zell shouted. "We will intercept. We will destroy them before they strike." Kale watched the alien fleet from his command chair. "Let them come," he said softly. "Let them prepare. Let them believe they have a chance. We will remind them why humans endure." The first signal had been sent. The galaxy had been warned. And the humans, silent and unseen, were already moving toward the next phase of their plan. The silence of space was over. Something alive, something intelligent, something unstoppable was awake. The first shock had arrived, and the war of mind, strategy, and survival was about to begin. The darkness of space erupted in sudden chaos. Alien patrols, confident moments ago, were thrown into panic. Sensors detected massive shapes emerging from the shadows. Ships that moved with speed and precision no alien fleet had ever faced. Commander Zell slammed his clawed hand onto the console. Form battle lines. Attack. Do not let them escape. But the humans were already there, waiting. Hidden in the void near an asteroid field, their fleet had positioned itself perfectly. Small strike ships darted like shadows. Larger battleships glided silently, engines barely humming. They were ghosts. They were predators. The first alien cruiser fired, weapons flaring in the blackness. But the humans moved faster. One precise strike, and the alien ship's shield shattered. Explosions lit the dark space, debris spinning slowly as alarms rang out across the alien fleet. Impossible. Zell roared. How are they so precise? They move as one. They coordinate perfectly. On the human flagship, Admiral Kale watched the chaos unfold. Do not overcommit, he said to his officers. Observe. Learn. Strike with intelligence, not anger. The alien fleet tried to regroup. Missiles, lasers, energy beams. They unleashed everything they had. But every move was predicted. Every counter was anticipated. The humans did not rush. They did not panic. They struck where it mattered at the right moment, then vanished back into the shadows. A small alien fighter broke formation to chase a human ship. Within moments, it was destroyed by a silent, unseen weapon. Another group tried to flank the human forces, only to find themselves trapped in a carefully laid formation. The humans had studied every possible tactic. Every weakness the aliens had, the humans knew. On the alien bridge, panic spread. Officers shouted conflicting orders. Sensors flared red, and alarms blared. Commander Zell felt cold dread in his core. We underestimated them. We thought they were gone. We miscalculated everything. Meanwhile, humans communicated silently through advanced channels, their AI systems coordinating attacks flawlessly. One by one, alien ships fell. Yet no human ship was lost. Not a single one. Precision, patience, discipline. The humans had turned the void into a weapon. Admiral Kale leaned over the viewport. They see us now, he murmured. They know we exist, but they do not understand what they face. The aliens tried one desperate maneuver, a warp jump to escape, but the humans anticipated it. Hidden vessels blocked the path, cutting off the retreat. Another strike, carefully calculated, disabled the alien engines. Ships spun helplessly in space, alarm screaming. Zell's mind raced. Could they survive this? Could they recover? He had never felt fear like this. Not in a battle, not in a strategy session, not in the countless wars fought across the stars. Humans, thought extinct, were rewriting every rule he had ever known. Finally, the first clash ended. The remaining alien ships retreated in confusion, unable to comprehend what had just happened. Human ships vanished into warp again, leaving silence in the void, leaving destruction, leaving fear. On the human bridge, Admiral Kale allowed himself a faint smile. Phase 1 complete, he said. We have struck without revealing our full strength. The lesson has begun. The aliens will remember this day. They would know humans were alive, stronger, and smarter, but they did not yet know the full power waiting for them in the shadows. The first battle in the void had ended. The humans had shown strength, intelligence, and control, and the galaxy would never underestimate them again. But this was only the beginning. The true war, the war of strategy and survival, was still ahead. The void was quiet again, but the tension in the alien fleet remained. Officers whispered in corners. Sensors scanned endlessly, and Commander Zell could feel the weight of failure pressing down on him. They had faced humans once and barely survived. But the worst was yet to come. In a small debris field near a destroyed patrol ship, alien engineers recovered a fragment, a human probe. Unlike anything they had ever seen, it shimmered with strange energy, seemingly alive with purpose. It hummed softly, pulses running through it like a heartbeat. Commander, said the lead scientist, antennae trembling, this is not just machine. It's intelligent. It adapts. It thinks. Zell stared at the fragment. He could feel a growing dread. Impossible, he whispered. Humans are gone. How? Inside the human fleet, Admiral Kale watched the alien reactions through hidden sensors. They found one of our probes, he said quietly. Good. Let them study. Let them fear. Knowledge will terrify them faster than weapons. The aliens worked feverishly to understand the probe. They dissected its components, scanned its energy core, and tried to reverse engineer its systems. But every test, every analysis, failed. The probe adapted faster than they could measure. Every attempt to mimic or disable it resulted in complete failure. It's learning, shouted one alien technician. Every time we probe it, it changes. It is alive. Zell's antennas twitched in disbelief. Alive? No, it's technology. It cannot be alive. But the evidence was undeniable. The probe's AI seemed to anticipate their thoughts, their movements, their calculations. Its systems were far beyond anything the aliens had ever built or imagined. It was like facing an opponent who could see every move before it happened. Meanwhile, hidden human ships watched and recorded. Every panic, every failed experiment by the aliens was noted. Humans did not need to attack. Knowledge itself was a weapon. Every alien officer now feared the unknown power humans possessed. On the human flagship, Admiral Kale addresses officers. They have curiosity, but no understanding. Let them discover what they can. Let them be terrified of our technology before they see our fleet. Fear is as powerful as fire. The alien fleet tried to respond with caution, deploying scanners and sensors across nearby systems. They hoped to detect more hidden human ships. But humans move like shadows, hidden in warp streams, unseen and undetected. Every attempt by the aliens to locate or attack them failed. This cannot be, Zell said, pacing. They are extinct. They should not exist. And yet, every action, every piece of technology, superior. How can a species rise from nothing and be this strong? The human fleet remained patient. They revealed only what they wanted to show. Small probes, faint warp signatures, cryptic signals. Enough to terrify, not enough to fight yet. They were preparing the aliens, teaching them fear, showing them humans were not just survivors. They were masters. The alien fleet struggled to understand the humans' technology, but every moment they wasted, the humans grew stronger, waited longer, and planned further. The galaxy was shifting. What once seemed lost, extinct, had returned with intelligence and power that could not be ignored. And in the shadows, Admiral Kale smiled. Soon, he said, they will see all of us. And then there will be no doubt. The first lessons had been learned. Humans were more than survivors. They were predators in a galaxy that had believed they were gone. The secrets of human technology were terrifying the aliens, and the war had only just begun. The alien fleet trembled near the edge of the human sector. Commander Zell's confidence was gone. Every calculation had failed. Every assumption shattered. The humans, thought extinct, had not only survived, they had grown stronger, smarter, and far more dangerous than anyone imagined. Sir, one officer said nervously, we detect multiple warp signatures, very large, emerging near our position. Zell froze. Impossible. Humans cannot, there are not enough survivors for this. But it was true. The hidden human fleet, long in shadow, began to reveal itself. Massive warships glided silently from warp, their shapes emerging one by one, engines glowing faintly. The full-scale humanities' return hit the alien fleet like a tidal wave. On the human flagship, Admiral Kale stood before the viewport, watching the alien reaction. His eyes glinted with controlled intensity. They see us now, he said. Let them tremble. But we will strike only when the moment is perfect. Patience is still our greatest weapon. The alien fleet tried to organize. Ships formed lines, defensive positions, shields powered to maximum. Yet they moved with hesitation, fear dripping from every decision. They had never faced humans like this. Humans who had survived impossible odds. Humans who had mastered warp and weapons with precision unmatched. Small strike teams darted forward from the human fleet, testing alien defenses. Missiles and energy beams met advanced shields, But the humans always adjusted. Every maneuver was calculated, every action anticipated. The aliens could not adapt fast enough. Zell's antennae twitched with panic. How? How are they so coordinated? How do they know every move before we make it? Admiral Kale's voice echoed through the human command room. Focus. Observe. Strike when their fear is at its peak. The humans moved in perfect synchronization. They did not waste energy. They did not panic. Their precision was terrifying. An alien cruiser tried to retreat, but a hidden human battleship blocked the exit. Another fired blindly, hoping to strike a weak point, but the humans were already gone, their AI predicting every shot. Sir, we are losing control, one officer shouted. They're unstoppable. Kale allowed himself a faint smile. Not unstoppable. Perfectly patient. And always one step ahead. The first waves of humans struck with carefully controlled force. Alien shields failed at critical points. Systems overheated and panic spread. Yet, the humans did not reveal their full power. Only a taste. Enough to show dominance. Enough to break morale. Enough to ensure that aliens would never forget humanity's return. Zell felt the weight of history, crashing down. We thought they were gone, he muttered, voice shaking. We misjudged them completely. Every strategy useless. The human fleet moved like a living organism, a single mind with many bodies. Every ship had a purpose. Every maneuver, a lesson in precision, discipline, and control. The aliens struggled to fight back, but their fear slowed them, their uncertainty froze them. And in the shadows, the full human fleet waited for the final moment. They would not strike recklessly. They would strike perfectly. The turning point had arrived. The aliens saw it, felt it, feared it. Humanity was no longer hidden. Humanity was no longer weak. Humanity was the force that would change the galaxy forever. The battle had shifted. From this moment on, humans were no longer prey. They were predators. And Commander Zell knew, with a chilling certainty, that his fleet faced something they had never faced before. The full power of humanity unleashed. The galaxy would remember this night, not as the night humans returned, but as the night humans claimed their place among the stars. The stars trembled under the weight of humanity's return. The full human fleet had emerged from the shadows, massive warships gliding like silent predators through the void. Alien fleets, once confident, now scrambled in panic, their formations shattered by fear and confusion. Commander Zell could barely breathe. We cannot match them, he whispered to his officers. Every move the humans had made was precise, every strike calculated, and every outcome anticipated. The aliens were outmatched, outsmarted, and overwhelmed. On the human flagship, Admiral Kale stood before the viewport, calm and resolute. This is the moment, he said quietly. Strike decisively, but wisely. We are not here to destroy blindly. We are here to reclaim what is ours and to remind the galaxy that humans endure. Small strike teams moved forward first, cutting off alien escape routes. Heavy battleships fired with surgical precision, targeting critical systems. Alien weapons failed to predict the humans' adaptive strategies. Every attack was countered, every move anticipated. The aliens had never faced an opponent like this. Zell's officers shouted frantic orders, trying to regroup, trying to save their fleet. But it was useless. The humans anticipated their tactics, exploited weaknesses, and avoided direct confrontation where unnecessary. The alien morale crumbled faster than their ships. Even as the chaos spread, humans maintained discipline. No ship was lost. Every move was coordinated. Every strike served a purpose. The aliens were forced to retreat, abandoning systems, leaving behind technology, stations, and shattered pride. Admiral Kale watched the retreating fleets. Let them go for now, he said. They must carry the memory of what humanity can do. Across the galaxy, word spread quickly. Human colonies long thought destroyed were alive. Hidden fleets, intelligence networks, and advanced technology had survived and grown stronger. The myth of human extinction was shattered. Humanity had returned, not as victims, not as survivors, but as masters of strategy, unity, and strength. Commander Zell, beaten but alive, stared at the fading human fleet. They They are not just survivors, he admitted quietly. They are something else, something greater. In the human command room, Kale allowed a rare smile. This is only the beginning, he said. We have shown our strength, but we will not be cruel. The galaxy must remember humans with respect, not fear, but they will remember. The first battles were won. Alien fleets retreated. Key systems were secured. Humanity had demonstrated its dominance, intelligence, and unity. But beyond victory, a message had been sent. Humans are patient. Humans are clever. Humans are unstoppable when they work as one. And somewhere in the vast darkness, hidden observers, alien and human alike, realized a profound truth. The galaxy had changed forever. The humans, once thought extinct, were now the defining force of the stars. The night ended not with destruction, but with triumph. Humanity had returned. The legends were true. The galaxy had witnessed the impossible. The stars were quiet again, but now they held a new order. Humans were no longer just a memory. They were alive, vigilant, and triumphant. And in that silence, one truth resonated across light years. Humanity endures, humanity rises, and humanity reigns. The galaxy was quiet again, but this time the silence was different. It was not fear, it was respect. Alien fleets had retreated. Entire star systems had been reclaimed, and every observer, hidden or exposed, knew one undeniable truth. Humanity had returned. Commander Zell watched from his bridge as the human fleet disappeared into warp. They are remarkable, he muttered. Not just survivors, leaders. Masters of strategy and patience. On human colonies, celebrations were muted yet proud. Survivors who had hidden for decades now stood openly. Communication networks connected distant fleets and colonies. Humanity was no longer fragmented. Unity had been achieved through strategy, intelligence, and endurance. Admiral Kale stood on the command deck of his flagship, gazing at the stars. We have shown our strength, he said to his officers. But strength is not enough. We must now guide, protect, and prepare. The galaxy will challenge us, but we are ready. Humans began rebuilding systems, repairing stations, and reconnecting with lost colonies. Alien civilizations, though wary, opened cautious communications. Some fleets had fled to distant sectors. Some observed silently. But one lesson was clear. Humans were no longer a threat to fear. They were a force to respect. Kale activated a holographic map, showing every fleet position and recovered colony. The galaxy is ours to influence, he said. Not to conquer blindly, but to protect. To survive, we must be vigilant, intelligent, and united. This is only the beginning. In the shadows of distant stars, alien commanders whispered warnings to each other. Humanity had returned. They had endured the impossible. And now, the balance of power had shifted forever. Meanwhile, humans continued exploration. New worlds, new stars, new mysteries awaited. The lessons of survival, strategy, and unity were etched into every fleet, every ship, every human mind. They were not just alive. They were a civilization reborn, stronger than ever before. The galaxy had witnessed the impossible. A species thought extinct had returned, not as victims, not as shadows of the past, but as architects of the future. Humanity endured. Humanity thrived. Humanity would reign, not through fear, but through intelligence, unity, and indomitable spirit. And as Admiral Kale gazed at the horizon of stars, one thought echoed through the fleet. The story of humanity had only just begun.